What's up everyone? So this is the part 2 video of alcohol and medications. The first part of the video I made a couple weeks ago. We talked about why it's important to eat before drinking alcohol and the whole aspect of how it works. In this video I'm going to be talking about how exactly alcohol interacts with drugs that you're taking or medicines that you're taking, and then so you guys can find out. So stay tuned. So just a quick recap of what I talked about in the first video. So we talked about the concept of gastric emptying, which means like the food stays in your stomach longer, which means also alcohol stays in your stomach longer, which slows down the amount of alcohol that gets in your blood at a certain time. So that's why it's important to eat before drinking alcohol. So in this video, we're going to talk about more about why alcohol interacts with medications. So there's a kind of a big concept in the pharmacy world. It's called ADME. The acronym stands for, it's ADME. It stands for absorption, distribution, metabolism, and excretion. All that means is how that drug kind of goes through your body, like how it goes into your blood, how it gets like peed out or pooped out, or any sort of like excretion methods. That's the real reason why alcohol interacts with certain medications for the most part. So as an example, we talked about in a couple of videos I made before of how Tylenol kind of interacts with your liver. That's why you shouldn't take Tylenol after you're drinking alcohol, because alcohol also interacts with the liver. So that's the whole aspect of drug metabolism. So your liver is one of the main organs that metabolize or kind of like process medications. And the reason why, let's say you go into a pharmacy and like the pharmacist will say, hey, make sure to avoid alcohol with this. There are a couple of reasons why they're saying avoid alcohol. One is it could be due to like the metabolism of it or the processing of the medication. So let's say you take a medication, most likely of it's going to go through your liver. Some of them are more emphasized on the liver, some aren't. But let's just say for general terms, it goes through your liver. And if you're drinking alcohol with that, it's going to prevent the medication from working properly. Let's say the medication should be working at 100%. And if you drink alcohol, it might be working at 140%. So the extra 40% might be like an overdose or too much medication, or it might go the other way. It might work less. So instead of working 100%, it might work 80%. Both cases are bad. One is like sub-therapeutic, one is super-therapeutic, which is kind of could cause toxicities. So that's one of the reasons why alcohol is generally not recommended for taking medications. However, generally it is good to avoid alcohol when taking any medications, but there are like some medications that don't really go through the liver that much. They go mainly through the kidneys, and then through that, alcohol doesn't make a big factor in it. But most likely if you ask like any pharmacist or healthcare professional, they'll always advise against drinking alcohol. But let's say you're going to a wedding or you're going to a big event where you kind of have to drink alcohol and you want to know, ask your pharmacist or your healthcare provider and say, hey, how is this drug working in my body? Is it actually okay if I take alcohol with it? So now we talked about kind of like the kind of loopholes of drinking alcohol medication. I'm going to talk about an example where it's absolutely contraindicated or like not allowed at all to drink alcohol with certain medications. On top of my head, I could think of one medication. It's called metronidazole. It's the generic name. The brand name is called Flagyl. Metronidazole or Flagyl is a type of antibiotic. Sometimes they are prescribed by doctors for patients with certain types of infections. With this medication, it's with one sip or like one little gulp of alcohol, it does give a high adverse reaction or a bad side effect. And so this medication, like, it's highly not recommended at all to drink alcohol. Your pharmacist or your healthcare provider, like a doctor, nurse, they always advise to not drink alcohol with metronidazole because it gets a big severe reaction with it. So we generally talked about how medications are processed through your body or metabolized. I mentioned the whole process of ADME, the absorption, distribution, metabolism, and elimination. So I could go more in depth on that. I just don't know if you guys are interested in knowing like the process. If you guys are, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll make an in-depth video to explain the whole process of how drugs are processed through your body and then what affects each aspect of it. So if you guys are, it's a little more nitty-gritty. I try to make these videos more common, more layman's terms, but if you want the more nitty-gritty stuff, I'll be happy to make a video. Just let me know in the comment section. So to sum it up, alcohol is not really recommended when taking medication. Most of you guys who are taking like antibiotics, it's a short-term course, like maybe it's like 5, 7, maybe 14 days. So generally try to avoid alcohol during those times. However, like I mentioned before, it could mess with the drug. So like if you're working at 140%, causing like bigger side effects, or it could be working at 80% and not giving it the full positive effect of a medicine should give. So what I would say, if you really have to drink, let's say you're going to a party and a wedding or any sort of event where you want to drink alcohol, I would say talk to your doctor or your pharmacist, see how that drug works, and they'll explain it to you and see, is it actually okay to drink alcohol, because will it affect how it works on me, will it cause me any bad side effects I should worry about. Those are the questions you guys should be asking your doctor or your pharmacist, so you could be informed. So I don't know if you guys noticed that I was having this little product over here. It's called Linty. It's a mini lint roller where you kind of can take it out with you, like you put on a keychain. There's a hole here you guys could put for a keychain, or women could keep that in their purses or bags. It's actually a really cool product because I get to kind of do like a quick fix on my shirts if I have lint on there. So I've been using it. I'm not sponsored by them, so I just kind of like the product. So I'll put the link in the description so you guys could check it out. It's sold on Amazon. It's not too expensive either, so check it out, guys. Anyways, but thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys learned a lot. Let me know in the comment section how I'm doing, because I keep changing these things up. I want to know if I should go more in depth or make it even more simple. So let me know, guys. I really like making these videos, and I hope you guys learned something. Thanks for watching.